Okay, in this tutorial we're going to take a quick look at this scene again that has the water in it. Here I'll just do a different rendering right up in here. So it's the simple setup of water, so for fluids. But if you want to make an animation of it, you just come into this render button in here and you set the number of frames. In this case I have set frames 1 to 122, and then I use one of these presets in here. I used HGTV 720p, so it generates 1280 by 720 for the animation. And down here for rendering it, by default it's going to place it in your /tmp directory on the PC right there. And then it renders a PNG file, so individual frames. But sometimes if you just want to do a quick test, you would put it into AVI JPEG like this, and then it'll just create a single movie file out of it that you can play once it's done. So, but sometimes, like just a minute ago when I forgot to do it, I still had it set at PNG files. And so what happens is then when you go look at the TMP directory, what I had was all these frames in there from 1 to 122 directly. So I had no way to be able to play the movie back right away. So, but that's easy enough because the power of Blender is that you have the editor for doing it. So you can switch this over here instead of from the 3D view. You can come up to the VSE or the video sequence editor like this, and we'll just use it in a basic view. And this is your timeline here. Well, there's your timeline window here, and these are where you're going to put your clips. But this is not really the view that's natural for working within it. So you can come up here to default and switch this over to video editing view up in here. Okay, so now this looks more like a timeline where you would put your clips down here, and sure enough I'm going to add a clip down in here, and I'll just add those film strips. So I'm going to add an image because I have all those .png files. So then within my TMP directory there's all my PNGs. Let me see if I can get a sequence. You just kind of grab these, where is it from, PNG, oops, you just kind of start dragging, you click and drag like this. There gets all those. And let me see if I can grab these as well. Oops, I want to get that one. 38 down to say 58. And oh no, can't do that. Let me do that again. Get all those. And then get all those. Okay. So I have them all in sequence. And then I'll add that there, and there's my image strip. So then you can scrub through your image. There's the animation set up in this window right there. It's just the individual frames. If I grab the line with my left mouse button, I can just step through it like this to see the results. And this was a cycles rendering, so, which is basic glass texture. Still does pretty nice, right? Just doesn't take much. I didn't even have regular lights. These are just my regular area lights from the regular Blender render, and I didn't set cycles based lighting yet, but even that still looks fine. Or I could use the right and left arrow key to scrub back and forth, or I can just play with it down here and let it run like that. So that's a great way to look at your files in case you accidentally goof it up like I did. And so I wanted you to see the animation. Okay, well that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next lesson.